sports. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone.
Here we go. Cut, cut, cut.
They'll start this drive with a pass, trying to get to him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. LSU right back to the line.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man, and some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gonna try to get it himself. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down. This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Tigers are rolling down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum established.
Great spot to attack, and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Just on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
With the run on 1st and goal. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Owls.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, the play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. LSU quick to the line.
9-1, Gators score!
Wants to throw on third down. Snagged in the middle, it's Cooper. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Hound 55.
The aerial assault continues. Got a man. It's Cameron.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Ringo! Ringo!
Looking to go up top on first down. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure.
He's got it.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their wind.
Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gonna let it fly. And that deep shot's gonna wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10.
70 Black Saw. Red 7 Monster.
Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Red 29 Dino.
Scanning the field, it's Penix. Pocket starts to collapse. Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
It's caught downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. LSU right back to the line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Got it.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
Get set.
They'll go with a direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Let's go.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
White 29.
Quarterback will audible. To the air on 1st down. Coming after it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Penix. On the run, fires downfield. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Keeps looking downfield. He'll throw one to his right. And it's caught inside the 30. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. And the defense has it there going the other way. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense.
Ready. Break. Set.
He wants to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's not afraid to go deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Hits the accelerator to the right. Going the other way, and he takes it all the way back. Oh, what a way to finish the half, and what a disastrous way for this offense.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lacey. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. A first down for the offense.
Set. Indy. Patriot.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Here we go.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
Get ready. Set.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. To the air, it's Penix. Lets it fly. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 35. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking left. He's got an open man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Owls are moving quickly down the field.
Set.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see.
Left turn.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Looking to throw, it's Penix. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Going for 6. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Buys a little time. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
On the
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Cobra.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. At the 35, he's open. Got a lot of running room. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defense.
Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And the Chanticleers will kick it away to start us off. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Blue 42 strong. Set.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking for a man. It's Penix. Working the big fella to the corner. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Hello.
Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the misfire, now on second down.
Black 88. Black 88.
Looking to throw it again. The sweet feet buy a little time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Running toward the tape. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Line gets set, first down.
Set. Ready.
Now they'll run it on the toss. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
Black 18.
On the run, it's Jordan. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
He'll let it go down the right side. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage and putting points on the board.
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense.
Monster! Black 14!
He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking to take a shot. He's got it down the left side. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, shot to clear. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Let's go.
This should be the last play of the quarter.
Single.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. But a little time lets it go. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the 1st quarter.
Ready?
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Ripping through the defense. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field, and it's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Scrambling away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Red 18. Red 18.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out, make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
All right.
The
let's get
Nittany
it.
Lions are on the move.
Get set.
Quarterback checking off. They'll try to run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Ready.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11.
Hulk. Hulk. White 80.
Handoff to the single back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
White 94 slider choice. White 94 slider choice. Indy. Patriot. Maverick.
On 3rd down, going up top. What a job by the line. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to get rid of it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Let's go.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time.
Roller.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Let's go.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2.
Ready. Return.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Ready.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone.
Muskrat.
Quarterback checking the play.
Hope. Jive.
Back to pass, it's Penix. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pressure coming. Lets it fly. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
82, White 53. White 53.
He's looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set. On the run from inside his own 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2.
Set.
Looking for a man. It's Penix. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big gain. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
Here we go.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means...
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Going for it all. Picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you